So, as I'm here with Sarah and Bernie and of course Neil, but you can't see Neil because Neil's behind the camera. He's the man doing all the hard work. I'm just a bloke with a voice. We're sat here discussing the changes to Altrincham Festival for 2018, which have been brought on by an online app where people suggested what they liked, disliked, and things they'd like to see. Which we've just done the whole piece, obviously, before on the parade side of things. Yeah. But I'm going to talk about the showground itself.
Yes.
I think the first thing we need to mention is where it is.
Right, it's Beach Fields, which is in Timperley off Grange Avenue, which is in turn off Park Road. It's a large playing fields area, very large green space, very well known to sports people and dog walkers. And we've got lots of space to spread out there and several sort of points of entry and access.
Yeah, it's a brilliant venue, let's be honest.
Altrincham and District Festival is the biggest free event in Trafford. And we regularly expect visitors in over 10,000 people.
Wow.
So,
no pressure then.
No pressure at all.
No pressure.
Yeah. Getting people to and from we've tackled.
We have, yeah, because we've got the special bus.
Yeah, and we're going to, I mean, we still find people who don't know where the showground is or have never been to the festival or never been to the showground. They've seen the parade, but they don't know about the rest of it. So
now they can get there for free.
Yeah, and we're working really hard to, to let people know where it is. And
there's a bus, as we've mentioned, from Altrincham interchange to the parade field, to the showground. When the parade finishes, and it's running back and forth on a loop
throughout the day.
So you'll be able to get there and get back for free, which is massive.
Fantastic.
So thanks, Goodwins, really appreciate that. Now, timings this year we've changed, haven't we?
Yeah, well, we've identified that people are not, well, some people are in Timperley already and they don't want to go into Altrincham to watch the parade, they watch it in Timperley. And they might actually want to come to the showground early. Some people don't want to watch the parade. So we're opening the showground a little bit early this time. We're starting at 11 o'clock and there will be a full programme of entertainment about which you know very well because Trafford Sound are kindly arranging our entertainment this year.
We are indeed, yes, we are indeed, with local acts.
Maybe I should interview you.
Maybe you should, yeah. There's going to be local acts on
Tell us, Damian.
This year. There's going to be a mixture of solo artists and groups and poetry and choir and all kinds of things. There's going to be dancers. Dancers as well. It's going to be all contained differently this year. So those of you who remember last year, I was stuck in a glass caravan at 42 degrees. I won't be in a glass caravan this year. We'll be on a main stage. We're actually putting a stage together this year. Proper stage with lighting, sound, the whole lot.
So we're not having the arena set up anymore?
Nope, no. The arena, we don't have any arena acts anymore because, well,
they're very expensive.
Very expensive and not reliable sometimes. And of course very weather dependent, whereas at least
and people are missing the entertainment.
They come at least with a stage we've got cover for the acts. Worst case scenario, if it's that bad of rain, I'll find a cover. It
won't be raining.
I know, but if it is,
the sunshine.
But if it is, I'll find a marquee for people to stay under, so they'll still be able to watch it because we're going to have it as an actual feature. So we're going to be putting acts on from 11. So before the parade arrives, there will be artists on that stage. We'll be up and running, as will the rest of the showground, with everything that you're about to tell them about the wonders of the showground this year. That I'm not going to step on your territory, your toes, but I know what I'm doing with the stage, the sound, and everything there. And we've got some really, really good things going on there.
And quite crucially, we're going to make sure that the entertainment area is away from the fairground, aren't we? Because we've had some issues before about the fairground is very noisy, and we don't want it clashing with the entertainment.
So this year we've actually redesigned the whole of the showground. So think if you think
it's going to be there that's always been there as the fairground.
The fair's going to be in the same place just because it has to be there for the hard standing and stuff. So that's the only thing that won't move. This year you will not recognise it because I'm sure, as you'll remember, last year you'd come on and you would see on the right hand side was this big expanse of land and then an arena in the middle with a glass caravan. On your left hand side you would find, as you're going in, you'd find the fairground and then burger van parade,
Yeah.
and there was about 20 of them back to back all the way up. But that's over to you. You need to tell them about that bit.
Well, yes, changing a few things around, aren't we? No more arena acts because we found they were prohibitively expensive, and you know, if they only performed once or twice during the day, it meant that most people were missing it. So it wasn't a very cost-effective way of doing things. So there'll be a continuous programme of entertainment, and we will be passing out information on the showground about what's going on and when, roughly, obviously, so that people, if they want to make a beeline for a particular act, they can do.
And with a way better public address system,
Yes,
you'll be able to hear it.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. And you would know, we've talked about the rocket already. Star Chaser is going to be on the showground.
Yeah, Star Chaser.
Yeah, we're hopefully
Yeah.
going to have lots of interesting other vehicles on the showground as well, because we know how kids like to sort of climb on and off and investigate and adventure around lots of different vehicles.
Put my Citroen on there, that looks different.
Yeah. Alongside Davison trucks, we'll have the Davison trucks on the showground.
Oh, brilliant.
So, yeah. Fantastic.
Hopefully some diggers too.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a digger.
Everyone loves a digger,
Oh,
you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of the stalls that you find, obviously, you know, part of our job is to make sure that our community comes together and we support our community and give our voluntary organisations and good causes the opportunity to increase their profile and also to raise funds. But we are asking them to focus on providing activities for people to do rather than just put on a tombola, because we seem to have had quite a lot of tombolas in the past. It gets a bit dull if there are 20 of them. There are lots of different interesting ways of raising money, and for instance, I'm involved with Altrincham in Blue. So rather than just sort of shaking something, you know, give us some money or whatever, we're putting on a little activity whereby we're going to have children planting seedlings. So not only are they going to pay a very small amount, maybe 20p, to take part in this activity, but they're going to take something away with them, you know, a
Kids
memento.
love that, don't they?
They do, yeah. And we're teaching them how to plant things, and when they get home they can transplant it.
Spend a couple of quid on a ride on the fair and it's gone within 2
Yeah,
minutes.
that's it. This is
Create
something
a
they can
potted
take
plant,
home.
you know, play with rockets.
Yeah.
It's
So
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're going to be painting pebbles as well. We've got
Yeah.
a project called Altrincham Rocks, because it does, doesn't it? And
It will be doing on that main stage.
oh,
I'll tell it be
will
rocking
be
all day.
rocking, yeah. So.
Status quo. Oh,
Altrincham
sorry, I
Rocks.
shouldn't have mentioned them. They won't be there.
No, can't afford them either. And the fairground, we've mentioned already.
Yeah.
As many people like as dislike the fairground, it appeals very much to a certain age range, and I certainly remember when I was a teenager, I went to the festival for the fair. We love the fair. So we're not taking the fair away. It's a very well behaved and well run fair. So the fair is still going to be there as loud as ever. It's just that we're going to relocate other noisy things so that one doesn't overlap the other. And if you want a little bit of peace and solace, well, there are other areas of the fairground that you can
The
find.
field is big enough to accommodate all. Yeah,
So-
definitely.
So, I tell you, from my point of view, I look at the fairground's a fairground. I've never been big on fairs myself, but I can see the joy in kids' eyes when they're on it, and it's enough reason to have it.
there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great fun, all the
Yeah.
screaming.
Now, let me take you to a bugbear of mine.
Oh.
Am I going to have to eat a piece of cardboard between 2 pieces of cardboard this year?
No, and
Definitely
this
not.
is one of the biggest pieces of feedback that
Really?
we got from people about food and drink. Yeah.
We're not
We're
having a parade
obsessed,
of
aren't we?
burger vans?
No.
Well, we are obsessed by food and drink, aren't we? Wherever we
I
go,
am.
we need to. Yeah. And,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Starving.
Yeah. We're following the suggestions of people. I mean, Altrincham is now famous for being a real foodie place. It's full
It
of
is.
really successful, well-known, you know, well-respected restaurants. So instead of burger vans, we've contracted a sole operator for food and drink, and they are marshalling top quality local professional caterers who are going to be offering food for interesting food, both traditional, local and also international dishes for adults and for children. We are of course going to have our traditional ice cream vans,
Yeah,
because
for
I
sure.
like an out and
Kids
out
love an ice cream.
Listen,
Yeah,
if it hadn't
like-
been, if it hadn't been for 99s last year, I'd have melted in that hot.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
That's the only thing that kept me going.
Keeping the ice cream,
Yeah,
but
I've got to keep the ice cream
Yeah.
I
flowing.
love an ice cream.
But
Yeah.
food and drink is going it's being upgraded, shall we say.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's the
And-
best news and probably the biggest change, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you're going to see a marked difference.
So we are now
And
talking.
a licensed bar, of course, and a unlicensed, non-alcoholic bar for
For
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
This is a bar for kids, which will be doing milkshakes and floats and
Do you want to hear
juice.
the most interesting part about this? Well, no, it's not the most
Go on,
interesting, but it's
go on,
very,
tell me.
it's it's very important actually. It's going to be covered, and we're going to have seating.
Wow.
So that's to protect from the sunshine.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we always
Yeah.
burn on festival day. But
Yeah.
if we do get a little dabble of rain, then
It's
people
covered
can
anyway.
sit and eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we always have people, camped out on the grass. They bring blankets, they bring deck chairs, and we still want people to do that.
You're going to
because
need it
we
this year
can't,
because
we can't have seating for 10,000 people, but it will be under a massive stretch marquee.
Glastonbury is
seating.
coming to Timperley this year
Yeah,
because there is no
for sure.
Glastonbury festival this year.
Is there not?
No,
Oh.
there's no
Well.
Glastonbury. So I'm expecting the crowd from Glastonbury to turn up to our festival. I
Yeah.
think it's
Without
only
the
fair.
mud. Without
Yeah,
the
there
mud.
won't be any mud because we're not
No.
having any rain.
Yeah, we
No.
can't quite pay for the same act, but the
Listen,
atmosphere will be there.
I guarantee you that
Yeah.
they'll be impressed with the quality of acts
Yeah.
I've chosen.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got some belters this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
So I really can't. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you drop any names now, or is it all a secret?
I can, if you want me to.
Yeah.
I can. Okay, so I'm going to drop some names. Currently on tour, on their own tour at the moment, are a band called Delights. They're a local band from Altrincham.
Fabulous.
They are currently on a tour playing Liverpool, London, Leeds. That's the L's. Then there's Manchester, Nottingham, and someone else is doing a national tour at the moment. They're going to be performing.
Wow.
And Jessica Ginty, or Jessie Ann Ginty, is going to be playing. She is a singer-songwriter with the most amazing voice I've ever heard.
Fantastic.
And she's agreed to come down and play for us, which is absolutely amazing. And we're so happy to have her.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple of other interesting acts just bubbling on at the moment. I'm just trying to get somebody to confirm. I'm not going to say the name, but there's a 1980s band that are quite well known that have just got back together, and it providing their
Smiths.
not that providing their lead singer is over from America. In that time, they will perform for us.
Oh.
We've got lots of talented youngsters as well, haven't
Some
we?
Yeah.
great talented
local,
youngsters.
Yeah.
We've tied in the music schools in Altrincham.
Yeah. So the music place.
they're giving us
and
people.
Aura Academy.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
giving us people. We've got. Let's put it this way: you won't see a better show for nothing ever
No.
anywhere.
No.
Free. Gratis.
Free.
Nothing.
Nice.
Free transport.
I mean, don't
Come
get
on.
me wrong. If you see me there and you want to slip me a fiver, that's all well and good.
I think we'll take that off you and put it in the coffers now.
That's what I mean. We'll put it in our collection buckets. They'll be
Yeah.
there on the day.
Yeah.
Slip them in the collection buckets
All
because
of this does cost money, doesn't it?
costs money.
Yeah, it does.
I've had to pay these acts. Well, you
Some
know,
of them.
I've promised them money. That's different. But you know, but no, seriously, this does just costs a lot of money to run. We said 20
Yeah.
grand, didn't we? Yeah.
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 And that's just for the fixtures and fittings.
And you know what? Entertainment is what it's all about. It's about fun. But we never ever forget our roots, and this is a community event.
We want
and
you
it's-
to have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about encouraging people to take part in their community, to join voluntary organisations and good causes. And also we're trying very hard to help disadvantaged people. For instance, we're hoping to be able to run Trafford's job fair at the event.
Brilliant.
And also to incorporate the Trussell Trust, which operates the South Trafford Food Bank, and to give some space to people who help with debt management and credit unions, that kind of thing.
Brilliant.
So people who, are coming to the festival, it's a big free event, because they don't have lots of money to spend and they've got a family to entertain, that not only can they have a fantastic day out, but they might also be hooked up with organisations that can help them
Cool.
and give them opportunities in life.
Yeah.
And of course, another really important part is the information tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have we've had
For
lots of
once-
marquees in the past and we've not really made very good
For
use
once,
of
we're going to
them.
give you some information
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the information tent.
Yeah.
So you need information. Go
Yeah.
to the eye,
Yeah,
and the eye will tell you everything you need.
I'm fully expecting to have some lost children and, requirement for first aid. We've got our first aiders booked, etc. But, because we are changing the format of the showground and the content as well. We're expecting people to be wanting some information, and that's what we're there for, is to give out information and direct people to, well, what's the most popular one? Where is the...
Food.
No.
No.
Where is the... Come on.
Food.
Toilets.
Toilets! Where are the toilets?
We're going to wee.
Well, we're going to have toilets in a couple of places this time,
Yeah.
aren't they? Not just going to be in one place. So it's a very big
Brilliant.
showground. So yeah, we'll have a
Brilliant.
couple of banks of toilets.
So that's it. We haven't mentioned the date yet.
Have we not?
No. So one thing we haven't mentioned.
Saturday, the 7th of July. It's
Dum,
always
dum,
the first Saturday in July. Always. And it has
Date.
to be the 7th.
Yeah.
Saturday, the 7th of July. Put it in your diary.
Date for
Put
your
it in your
diary.
phone.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Put it in your phone, mark it up, and don't let anything else interrupt you. Come along and have a
Excellent.
fantastic time.
I think we will.